It's not warm today. It's cold at Jeffreys Bay, and it is finals day as we introduce quarterfinal number 3. World number 1 C.Moore has another shot at the wild card S.Baum. S.Baum was responsible for sending Carissa into an extra heat. I don't know if Carissa's too mad about that because she got pumping Jeffreys Bay.
Still really contestable waves out there, super rippable size. As we saw S.Baum there, the local slash Aussie resident.
From the previous 5 matchups she's had with wild cards, she's won 4 of them. The one she did lose was in Portugal. Yolanda Hopkins took her out of the draw, her worst result this season. As C.Moore gets her opening turn out of the way. Second turn, nice clean off the top. Lays down that rail again, down to the bottom of the wave. And filling in the space quite well. World number 1 now way down the stretch. Attacking the lip again and frames up a real tidy finish. Well done for Rick.
She seems so happy and relaxed. Watch the replay here. Beautiful opening slice for Riss here. You can see just staying tight in the pocket now. She starts putting on the accelerator down the line. A nice carve. Quick snap, staying again in the pocket. And you can see a bit more of a stop-go situation here, Joe, with the waves today. Riss, great work down the line and a strong finishing turn. So identifying that she needs to bookend these waves and frames it well with that final hit. But big extension there, open arms as the upper body really leans into the turn there. Love that compression of the back leg, wrist so stylish. The ability to tuck that back leg in and really reduce the size, the height of her body as she's going through these turns. Watch this, gets nice and compact, and now she pushes out of it. So being able to compress like a spring, it's harnessing that power as they go through those transitions. And again, nice and low. Watch this one, a little bit more on rail. Now gets the tail release. Identifies there's more option down the line, needed to get to this turn, and that's why she cut the one previous. Just a little bit short. Just take note, too, of where her back foot is on the tail pad. Right up against that kick. When you're looking for speed down the line. But Riss here just picks up another one. Nice layback hammer. Yeah, she flipped the script on this heat, though. Getting an early start, getting the opening blow here. And it's going to put pressure on S.Baum. Let's see how she performs.
Here comes the goofy foot number 8 on the Challenger Series. Throws down the stab. Nice groomed wall to work with here. Comes off the top, so 2 turns so far. Lip coming down on her heels, forces her to kick out. Put her right into a final series berth as we check out her maneuvers here, Rich.
Yeah, good first snap. And she comes around as this section starts to rifle off. Now she squares up a little bit. And perhaps with that wind just gets hung up just a touch on that second turn. And that didn't allow her to get that momentum, that rhythm down the line. But a great look here at this second turn. So watch her square up off the bottom here. Oh, this is just, well, how she ran off. But here you can see laying the board right on rail, as we saw so many times yesterday. The goofy foot is just squaring up. Gets a little bit of tail release. Perhaps overextended the turn. Could have kept the nose of the board pointing a little bit more down the line, because she gets caught behind right here, and unfortunately opportunity missed there. And you just know that C.Moore.
And this place has a lot of history, especially when it comes to dreaming of a surf trip. Always going back to the Endless Summer movie by Bruce Brown. As we look at the goofy foot wild card, S.Baum. Nice pace start with the wrapping turns, more off the lip, but she'll get tangled up and go over the falls. Her wave before was the 3.17.
Temperature of the water here as we watch the replay. So a nice snap to start things off. I love the pace here. She stays patient as she sees this section starting to wall up in front of her. Now watch the front foot. Slips up towards the nose, and that just...
Toledo getting the news yesterday as we get caught up in this heat. C.Moore still doing some work against S.Baum.
Yeah, look at this beautiful looking wave here for Riss. Streaking down the line here, looking for speed. This one's running off on her, but now it slows up. A nice carve down. And again, opens up the shoulders. Gets a nice carve, almost a little tube. Opportunity there. She comes right through to the inside. and just stayed a little bit horizontal, Joe, on that final lip glide, and wasn't able to stick it. But yeah, perhaps a little bit more racing than she would have liked on this wave. You know, normally when you're watching wrist turn, you see those big special moments, but just that feeling right there, you know, flying down the line and just transitioning from rail to rail. There's nothing like it. I love this turn here. Again, we've seen Carissa do this so many times, just that perfect technique with the upper body twisting and directing, the lower body following, the arm movements. They're all just placed so well for it to be really easy on the eye. Now let's see what happens here. She just gets a little stuck, and you can see the nose is not really pointing really angular towards the sand.
And it's cool when you look back, and those longer boards, you know, in the old days were thought to be not fast enough for this section of the point. And that all changed quickly as we look at Carissa Moore, already through 2 maneuvers. She's got the racetrack there, but it's going to close out. Nothing changing to her lead out front. We always love watching the WSL Rising Tides as we get caught up quickly. S.Baum put herself in a great position for this wave, Richie.
Yeah, this is looking like the best wave here for S.Baum. There's a pretty nice snap on the backhand. Comes around this section, sets it up again. Jams it up into the pocket. Flowing through these turns. Good pace to this one. Right through to the inside and gets a bit of a carve to start things off. And then Carissa outside picked up a gem here. Oh, throws the backhand hack. And now she's starting to fire up, the world champ. So streaking down the line here, looking for another big carve. There it is, huge wrapping cutback. And just fighting the wind a little bit to get to that last turn. Those losses, they do sting, and looks like we do have some live action.
S.Baum, backhand float, tough position, incomplete, loses priority. Lakey also speaking of confidence, when you haven't had a good result, you haven't had a win in a while, it can really start to stack up. So she's on a roll, tracking down the line with Carissa. Little sweep just to continue into this inside wedge. How hollow is that section behind her? Drills it off the lip. And the Hawaiian kicks out.
When she's free surfing at home and perhaps in the beach break conditions, and when she's not as powered up in her surfing.
So it's top secret.
Yeah, it is. But stay tuned. There's more to come on that one, I promise you.
S.Baum on maybe her final wave here at Jeffreys Bay in competition. But I'm really excited to watch her run at the U.S. Open on the Challenger Series as Carissa Moore will take this lap into the beach and prepare for semi-final number 2. Nice little comeback after S.Baum sent her into the elimination round. Wishing Sarah best of luck, best of waves on the Challenger Series as she's currently number 8 in the world. And now we're all going to be expecting her to qualify at the end of the season.